name is Raven-Symoné. I'm an entertainer, and right now I'm starring in a show called Raven's Home on Disney Channel that airs Monday through Thursdays on Disney Channel at 5 p.m. Hopefully people like Raven Baxter and That's So Raven and Raven's Home is because we are a family sitcom that dabbles in slapstick / physical comedy and some character choices, and we like to have fun on screen, and hopefully that comes through and we make you laugh as well. I'm executive producer of this show, and learning the ropes behind the scenes, knowing the ropes in front of the scenes, and melding them both together has given me a different aspect when it comes to filming a sitcom, which is enjoyable. I've been working in the sitcom world since I was 3 years old, and there are questions that I always asked. And now that I know why I gotta know, I tend not to ask those questions anymore because looking at it from a different perspective is very healthy for me, and I've enjoyed this process so far. Let's talk about how we're starting season 3. 2 months before we start working, I am in a room with the other executive producers. We're taking meetings of trying to put a writer's room together. We have 5 or 6 writers that we're adding to staff. Once we do that, we sit in a really interesting room that doesn't have great air conditioning, but that's another conversation, and popcorn's everywhere, and we throw out ideas of what our characters can go through their arc and through the season. We tell personal stories. I tell stories of Raven Baxter and her journeys from past shows, and we narrow / whittle down stories that we feel will help our community, will help our audience, and will make funny stories. But it always comes from a grounded place. I believe comedy needs to be rooted in reality first, and then you can add all the bells and whistles later. And then after that, it goes to script. I'm not a part of that process because I don't write yet, but by that time, I'm preparing and making sure the ADs and the crew is hired and we're ready for table read. We go through table read, and then I put on a different hat. I turn into Raven-Symoné, the actress. I do the best that I can with the lines and work with the kids, and we start rehearsal, and then it's on and popping after that. It's so much fun working with these talented young adults. They are gems. I think we got very lucky when we casted them. They bring something to the table every day. They're smart, they're funny, they're becoming more business savvy as the days continue, which brings me joy because I understand that this industry is a business and they need to know that as well, and I think they're doing a fabulous job at balancing it. What I've learned in the industry over the last 30 years is that it doesn't really change that much. Doesn't really change. There's always going to be something wrong. There's always going to be someone to fix it. There's always going to be something wrong. There's always going to be someone to fix it. And, you know, it's just about how you perceive what's going on. It's how you take it and internalize it. And I also learned that, you know, this is an industry of magic, but it's just run by humans. So it's not as magical as it may seem. It's still run by humans. It definitely adds to all my roles being a part of different aspects of the industry, but I will say I wouldn't be able to do everything that I do if it wasn't for my solid team that I have in place. I have a wonderful manager, my mother, my brother, and lawyer. And prior to that, I've had agents and managers, but right now in my career, I just have a manager and a lawyer. And I found that I wouldn't be able to do it if I didn't have people watching after me and all the things that I might not be able to handle. There's only so much I can juggle, and everybody else helps me with everything else. So you need people. You need lots of people. My top tips would be 1, go to classes. It's always very important to stay abreast of your talent. Even the animators in your favorite Disney cartoons take classes on a regular, so why shouldn't we? Very important to have a good lawyer and accountant. Very good. Know your laws and make sure you have fun.